Morgan. Next on 69 News, we're taking you out to the ball game. Two of them, in fact. It's opening day for the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs and for the Reading Phillies.
Plus, it looks like the schmoozing has paid off for Lehigh Valley International. The airport has landed a new airline, even as passenger numbers head south.
And a run-in at a park sends an Allentown City Councilman to the hospital.
Good evening, I'm Wendy Davis.
And I'm Rob Vaughn at Coca Cola Park in Allentown, where the Iron Pigs are getting ready to kick off their sophomore season.
Complete coverage next on 69 News at 5.
Your life, your world, your news. This is 69 News, live at 5.
First at 5, the crack of the bat is back in Allentown. Coca Cola Park is abuzz with baseball fever for opening day.
The Iron Pigs are hosting their cross-state rivals, the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Yankees. And they have a lot of momentum in their corner, courtesy of their major league counterparts. Last night, the Philadelphia Phillies rallied from a 10-3 deficit, beat the Braves 12-11. And the win is the Big Phil's first of the season.
Looking to put a lot more notches in the win column this year.
Short of stellar, but the Pigs certainly seem to have hit it with the fans. And WFMZ's Joscelyn Moes is live at the AT&T Plaza with more for us tonight. Joscelyn.
Wendy and Rob, Iron Pigs baseball is back. It's time to dust off those pig noses. There we go. And squeal with delight. The day we have all been waiting for has finally arrived. All day, fans have been picking out their Iron Pigs wear and gear, all in preparation for the big pig party.
I just like the atmosphere of the whole game.
We were opening day last year, too.
Fans say it's fun, just taking it all in.
We usually go down to the Phillies, but this is a lot more convenient, and we just like it a lot.
And while they have high hopes for this year's team,
now they have like Kyle Kendrick. Even though he didn't do so good with the Phillies last year, I think he'll do pretty good down here, and they have some pretty high-powered players now.
Win or lose, they say the whole production at the park can't be beat.
We're here to have a good time, and we do. I mean, regardless of what they do on the field, we still have a good time.
So if you haven't done so yet, be sure to snap on your snouts. The gates open in about a half hour, and the game starts at 7:05. It's sure to be a lot of fun. We're live at Coca Cola Park. Joscelyn Moes, 69 News.
All right, Joscelyn, thanks very much. I wish I had a snout.
Yeah, I don't have one either.
The fans are ready. The players are ready. Hopefully the fans have their snouts. Troy is here to talk about what to expect for the Pigs' second season.
Well, hopefully it's going to be a lot different than the first season. The Iron Pigs struggled on the field last year, so this year's team will look a lot different. There are big-name Phillies prospects on the roster this year, mixed with 3 of the top players from last year and an influx of veteran guys that have significant major league experience in their baseball careers. On opening night, everyone's excited. The AAA guys hoping to go and move up to Philadelphia later this year. The AA guys are hoping to get the call to the Iron Pigs at some point this season. WFMZ's Tim McMaster is live and ready with more on the R-Phil's opener in a moment. But first, let's go down to the field at WFMZ's Jim Vaughn, who is live in the AT&T Plaza with more on the Pigs' second season. Jim.
Troy, I'll tell you right off the bat that this is a far cry from what we had on Tuesday when the Iron Pigs and Reading Phillies went at it. We're bundled up in parkas in like 30-degree weather. Here, pristine conditions. A little windy, but we'll take it. It's an improvement over last year's season opener, certainly, when it was about 40 degrees. I'll tell you what, the weather is only one improvement, though, from last year to this year. Last year, of course, brand new franchise, which meant that the players had never even heard of the Lehigh Valley. They were charged with getting here, getting settled in, finding housing, playing baseball at night, and having only a matter of days to do all of that. So a logistical nightmare last season. This year, though, there's some familiarity in place, which means that the transition process has gone much more smoothly so far.
It's a lot easier. I think the guys are in a lot better frame of mind. You know, they're happy, and that's a big part. Last year we were unhappy to start the season, and it carried over. So I think the transition's been great, and the front office has been very helpful, and I think we're ready to go.
They certainly seem ready to go. The off-the-field process much more smooth. Now the Pigs, who went 5-30 to start last year, well, they certainly hope that the on-the-field process will be smooth as well. Troy, back up to you.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. All right, now let's check in with WFMZ's Tim McMaster, who's at First Energy Stadium in Reading with more on the Reading Phillies opener. Tim.
Thanks a lot, Troy. It's old hat out here at First Energy Stadium, of course. It's the 43rd Reading Phillies home opener. And while fans won't notice a lot of differences as they come into the ballpark for this season, the team has made a change in the dugout. After 3 years with P.J. Forbes leading this team as manager, this season Steve Roadcap takes over. He has a very simple philosophy.
We're just going to come out here and try and do our best, and hopefully we're fundamentally sound. If we're fundamentally sound and we do some little things right, the winning and losing will take care of itself.
We're going to have a lot more from here at First Energy Stadium coming up at 5:30 and 6 o'clock. But for right now, I'll send it back to Rob and Troy at the suite at Coca Cola Park.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. Now the game's getting ready to kick off here in just a little bit. You don't have to be at the ballpark if you want to catch all the action tonight.
That is right. You can watch the game right here. This guy has a little bit to do with that tonight. The game will be right here on WFMZ TV. It gets started at about 7 o'clock. And throughout this season, you can watch all the Iron Pigs Saturday home games live right here on WFMZ TV, channel 69. That's on Saturdays this season. Well, as for tonight, this is a great way to start the baseball season. A beautiful day. I was down on the field a few moments ago, and the wind is blowing, a nice breeze, and the sunshine everywhere you can imagine. And it couldn't be better for baseball. Here is meteorologist Amanda Cox to tell us what the evening has in store. Amanda?
And we couldn't ask for any better weather. We have blue skies out here, nice sunny weather. The wind is a little breezy, but we can deal with that with temperatures in the 60s right now. We have a satellite and radar that we can look at, and this will show us that we have had nice weather all day long, and it is, unfortunately, it's going to stay that way as we head through the overnight hours. We'll see clear to partly cloudy skies, but we will need to bring a jacket if you are going to be out here. We'll start to see our temperatures falling back into the 30s as we head through the overnight, so it could get a little bit cooler after sundown. Once we get into your Friday, that's where we are going to see some bigger changes on the way. We'll have a low-pressure system pushing into the area, and this will bring in some rainfall late in the afternoon hours on Friday, continuing through the first part of your Saturday. But we are going to have to continue to keep an eye on this system, and we will continue to keep you updated as it will affect most of your weekend. We are looking at Easter being fairly nice, so we will give you all the details on all of this in just a few minutes. But it is very nice to be out at the ballpark.
Yeah, we'll forget about all that weekend precip for now, Amanda.
That's right.
Thanks very much. Concentrate on tonight. Wendy, a trip to the ballpark would not be complete, of course, without a visit to the concession stand.
Of course, and a staff of hundreds is working behind the scenes right now at Coca Cola Park to make sure no one goes home hungry. This year, the stadium's menu has grown to include new items like smoked turkey legs and wings, also a Pennsylvania favorite, pierogies. The changes were based on input from the fans. We were told that the Big Porker sandwich and the Philly cheesesteak, both big sellers last year, as you can imagine, that they are going to be back for season 2 as well. Well, the Pigs have also been perfecting their parking plans. Last year, some fans were steamed when they had to search for spaces outside the stadium on American Parkway. But this time around, officials say there's more room and better signage, and that should make for smoother sailing.
More signs telling you where the exit is, you know, how to get there instead of stopping and asking each individual parking attendant, as many people did last year.
The Iron Pigs have added an additional parking lot behind the scoreboard. There's room for some 220 cars there. Overall, the stadium lot can accommodate about 2,500 vehicles. And traffic will be getting busy around Coca Cola Park pretty soon, no doubt. So let's take a look at the other roads there and around the area. We're going to go up to Rick. He has more on that in the traffic center. Rick.
Thanks a lot, Wendy. Yes, getting to the stadium on 22 might be a problem right now. We do have a jam up with a crash on the eastbound side. We'll look at eastbound traffic backed up here past 15th Street and Cedar Crest Boulevard all the way back to 309, although it's starting to clear a little bit now with this crash between 15th Street and 145 on eastbound 22. Westbound, Gaper delays have westbound lanes backed up way past 378 and Shanersville Road, as you can see the backup here in Bethlehem. Other problems, we have a minor crash. Well, it's actually cleanup right now to get some fluid off the road at 19th and Tillman in Allentown, and it had a car into a ditch on Birch Road up in Lehigh Township outside of Walnutport. That should be clear shortly. No problems on Interstate 78, a much better ride through the valley. We're good in and out of New Jersey and up and down the Turnpike Northeast Extension. That's your traffic, brought to you by BrownDobb.com, where you can search the new and used car inventory. Reputation is everything at Brown Dobb. Back downstairs now to Wendy.
Thank you, Rick. And still to come on 69 News tonight, Lehigh Valley International Airport is flying high with a new announcement. It means more options for flyers eyeing a trip to Florida. Plus, firefighters go to work in Allentown fighting flames at an apartment building. And we'll continue our coverage of opening day out at Coca Cola Park. How's baseball doing for the Lehigh Valley's bottom line? Local leaders weigh in next.
There are little things.
The key was trying to keep costs down. I mean, that's our MO, affordable family entertainment.